Who are some of the three players that you enjoy watching this year, or in the NBA now?
In the NBA now,
yeah.
I enjoy watching Steph.
Yeah,
I really do, because I think the kid plays with such confidence. You know, and you just never know. I mean, he can miss 7-8 straight, and then boom, he can have a 20-point quarter, 30-point quarter. You know, so I really enjoy watching him. I enjoy watching Russell Westbrook. I really do, because, you know, and it's not because of the triple doubles, it's because of the passion that he plays the game with. You know, Russell's another one of those guys that he's going to take some bad shots. He's going to do some things that you don't want to, see from a player and a coach's, perspective. But the guy, he leaves it all on the court every time he plays. LBJ, how can you not like watching him play? LeBron James is just one of the greatest players of all time. I had this talk with the captain. I'm still amazed that his name is not mentioned enough. He's still, to me, the greatest player that ever played. You look at high school, college, and the pros, what he was able to accomplish, he's the greatest player to ever play the game. But LBJ is in that, that top three, and I think the way he's played his entire career and what he's been able to do, I just love watching him play, because it's not a selfish bone in his body. He just wants to win. Yeah,
I think for me, the number one, my three players are Kyrie Irving. You know what? I hated that guy 2, 3. Not hate him, but I disliked his game 2 or 3 years ago. After watching that kid play this year in the playoffs, I got a newfound respect for him, because he comes out and he competes. And I've never seen anyone or saw anyone that can create a shot the way this guy can. I mean, he would have been a handful to guard. I mean, just because he could go off the dribble, he can shoot it left-handed, he can shoot it right-handed, but his competitive spirit is something that, and you know this, B, sometimes we were guarding people. If we broke their spirit, a la Sleepy Floyd, but he eventually gave us 52. Perfect short players like that.
Yeah.
If you break their spirit, you can kind of mess with their game. You can't break this guy's spirit. So he's number one. The second one would be Kevin Durant. And the reason why I say him, he probably has the most, like Kareem, the most unguardable shot
in the game.
The shot up over his head. I don't care if you're tall, you're not gonna be able to guard him because he's going by you.
Right.
But somebody his shorter, 6'7", or his size, he's gonna get that shot off. And he's a shot maker too. The only thing I think how we would have been able to defend him would be there's certain spots he want to get to on the floor, and I think if we could have kept him away from that, that would have helped us. And last but not least, my third one is LBJ. You talk about GOATs, and when people talk about greatest of all time players, you have to kind of go through the decades. But for me, I think LeBron, when I talk about a GOAT, could have played in any decade. LeBron could have played in the 60s. He could have played in the 70s. He could have played in the 80s and been effective. It wasn't just, okay, he could have did this or that. No, he could be effective in all those decades that we played. So to me, when I look at GOATs, Michael Jordan, he's another one that's a great player, because I think he could have went in. But there's so many players that we call GOAT. But I have a great respect for LeBron, a guy that takes great care of his body. I think you're going to see him hang around, because I think he wants to be the first player to play with his son. And his son, if you ever seen his son,
I've seen little Bronny. He can go.
Bronny can go, man. I think LeBron's trying to hang around to do that. I wouldn't be surprised if he tell Lakers, y'all better draft him, because if you don't draft him, I'm leaving. But those are my three greatest players. It's fun watching the NBA now.
It really is.